And these guys will keep an eye on it. So from this point forward, if you just put any questions you have, and we'll rock and roll. Let's get the party started. We're at 2:12. So first of all, you guys, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. We want to thank you. We know it's the end of the year and people really start like pulling back. Like I'm going to Mexico, so I don't have to use any more words. I'm out of words for the year, ready to relax and refresh. So thank you for being here and sharing this time, because not only are you here to learn about all the goodies that they've got for you in season 30 for Brokerage and Advisor, this is also a celebration. Chad's going to kill me for this because he didn't know I was going to say this. Man, 30 years this man has been in business. What does that say? What he's doing is working. And I want to tell you about congratulate him first and foremost for 30 years of work contributing to you guys, because it's all about you guys and what he can do for you. And you can go to the top of the program for free. Doesn't cost you a penny. So you're about to learn who this man is. And the things that come to me are generous, humble, giving, and puts others first. Blown away. So you're about to learn that for yourselves, you guys. So a couple of things, housekeeping, questions at the end. We're going to go over, you're going to meet the whole panel here. You can hear us kind of joking around and seeing who we really are. The show behind the curtain. I won't curse, but it is the show behind the curtain. We're going to discover how you guys can all enhance your reputation and credibility through third-party edification, right? That's what the program is all about. It's not you saying how awesome you are. It's other people saying how awesome you are. And you're going to learn how to network and connect and use what you get here to really blow up your exposure on social media. And then you're going to see how you can qualify for extended honors and things like that. So I do want to introduce to you. Oh, we had some. Do you want the photo bomber to come in, Brad? We should have brought him in live because we're at 232 people. So I want to introduce you to my other friends here. So Jim Remley is in, where are you at again, Jim?
Southern Oregon, Medford, Oregon.
Yeah, right on. One of the Real Trends top 500 brokers, right? And he's the founder of E-Real Estate Coaching Teams. And what a good dude. So I want to introduce him. He's on the panel here. And then we got Brad Abernathy. Brad, you're in Georgia. What part?
Gainesville, Georgia, northeast of Atlanta, about an hour.
Right on. Yep. And he is the principal at Abernathy and Cochran Group, and also the founder of the Faces of. Look at me not calling it the Voices of, Chad. I get menopause brain. It's a problem.
Hey, to correct Jim's, it's erealestatecoach.com.
E-Real Estate Coach. Yes.
Thank you. Chad. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you. Yep. So I can't wait to tell you about Brad's program. He attributes a lot of his success to the platform that he's created called the Faces of. And you've got to check it out, because what did it do to your business, Brad? It like doubled it, tripled? I don't know.
It went up 60% in the first year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so he is not only is the #1 sales leader in Hale County, Georgia, but he attributes the success to that. I just wanted to tell you, I'm honored to be in this bubble, you guys. So with no further ado, I think we hand it over to Chad, who's the pioneer in the real estate industry. And Chad, you did the first nationwide real estate newsletter. Is that not correct?
One of the first.
One of the first.
I actually copied it after, I think, who was the first, but we were one of the first back in the late 90s, and went to work for this company out of college, and started out as a bookkeeper. Made some changes and did some things and grew, and here we are 30 years later with a whole different deal. We used to have magazines all across the country and did all of that, and started doing things in a different way through video and more online, telling the stories of the real estate professionals across the country. But yeah, it's been a great journey. And
you know why I think he's so successful, you guys? Because he comes from contribution and wants to have an impact on others. His whole goal is to make sure other people succeed. And that goes back to the giver's gain, right? Bob Berg, the go-giver. That's where the success is. Sorry, Chad. I'm going to interrupt you.
Oh, no. Well, thank you. Hey, no, and hey, listen to these people here, and that you should be paying attention to them, because I mean, they're the best people. We can work with anybody we want to. there's no shortage of people out there willing to get involved with this program and with the folks out there that are also part of it. But we chose the best people we could find, which are all sitting right in front of you. Everybody here has different skills, different values to bring. If this were a real estate team right here, um, we'd be crushing it. So you're going to be part of this program, not just our certificate and recognition and referral network. You're part of this team moving forward, and that's part of the change with our new direction this year, with a more emphasis on partners and referrals. So, as a referral member, you used to be, now you're a referral partner. So we're taking that a little bit more serious, and you more serious, and putting the tools, resources best we can find. Brad
Just that
Abernathy.
alone. That's one of the changes, you guys, for season 30. There are so many, because you are now a partner, not a member. That is a whole different connotation, Do you want to share your screen, Chad? We're at 10 after, so we got another 20 whopping minutes to run them through all those changes on the website. Do you want to do that?
Yep. A quick other thing that I wanted to mention with Monica's introductions is we just showed up as people on the screen, right? But the way that she's introduced, and Jim being the top in his field, Brad and what he's done in his market, and me maybe even a little. You look at us a little different now, and that's the same principles and behind our recognition program, is giving you some tools to look a little different, the people that you're working with, to get to those closings, to bridge that trust gap, to get people to know, like, and trust you. When you're referred, recommended by an authority in the business, it's going to make that all happen a lot quicker for you. So we're going to introduce our new website here that actually is, you're one of the first to see it today. And here's the front of it now. You can get here by going to brokeragentadvisor.com. You can also get here by going to brokeragentreferral.com. So our taglines change from advice, recognition, and review to advice, recognition, and referral. So everything that we do moving forward is tying in our recognition program to our referral program. So we've developed some really great tools and resources for the community, for you to be on the front end and the back end of this, and heading in a direction for, as a consumer portal, for insider views and access to leading real estate professionals across the country. One of the coolest things about the site is we've added you've always been able to get featured and show up at the top of the lists. We've added a new function now where you can claim a city so that you show up at the top of every city search. And here's just an example, just putting in Tempe and doing a quick search. And that's going to bring up everybody in Tempe here. Elizabeth, and just a great friend and
Great picture, Elizabeth.
Partner of the company too. But just to give you an idea of how that works a little bit, you can go here and mess around and play around and do all of that. So I don't want to get in too much time or too deep in the weeds with you. We'll be able to take some questions afterwards. Our certificate program is free. You get the badges, the certificate, press release, everything that you can use to create a mini marketing image campaign of your own to get started. Nothing costs. You get a basic free listing in the referral directory. You get a lot of great tools just for coming in without having to do anything. Another new change this year is.
Can I add something to that, Chad, real quick?
Sure.
So that certificate of excellence is where you start, friends. And when I got involved, I filled out the information, and then a month later, well, or weeks later, I don't know how long it was, the people that I wrote down as my references called me and said, "Oh, we just gave you a reference for broker agent advisor." I'm like, "Oh, they're really checking. Right? So it's not that you just apply and you can say you're anybody. They check with your broker, they check with your references. And then when you get the certificate of excellence, we want to talk about what you can do with that, because when you post that on your social media, friend, that will become the most popular post ever on your feed, next to weddings, births, and passing away of our loved ones. And there's testimonies to that we can show them later. We got screenshots. Go ahead, Chad. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's great. Thank you. Thank you, Monica. And she's right. We see them all the time. We ask people to share them. We share them with our audience when we can, but I don't think I've ever seen anybody post their certificate, their badge, their press release, and you could spread these things out, right? You can get mileage out of these things for a month. And every time you do it, people like to engage. And every time they do that, guess what? They're reminded you're in business, you're in real estate. Not only that, you're one of the best in real estate. So that
Yeah.
adds up to more value.
The other thing with that, sir, go ahead.
Sorry. I can just add something. I've known Chad for 35 years as well. So him and I have known each other for a long time. But one of the things I've seen agents use this over the years I've known Chad is they'll take this graphic and then they'll put it on their website as well. And I think it gives them what I call super credibility. It's one thing to talk about yourself, which agents do all the time, and they brag. And then people tune that out over time. But when you have super credibility, it's when somebody's talking about you and giving you and recognizing your performance, right? It's a whole different thing. My wife and I hired a wedding planner 6 years ago when we got married. It was down to the last 2 wedding planners, and we're like, can't quite decide. We went to lunch. We looked at both their websites, and one of them had won an award from Wedding Wire magazine. Guess who we hired? We hired the one that won the award because a third party had given them recognition. We're like, wow, well, we're making our own decisions, but somebody else has recognized them. And I think that's the same thing here, guys.
So important, Jim. And it's not about production levels either, because there's a badge. When you get your certificate of excellence, you get a badge, right? You're either a rising star, 5-star, or 7-star. So you can get the certificate of excellence for free and your badge, and we'll teach you how to plaster it everywhere to get maximum exposure for you.
Right. Thanks, guys. That's a lot of great input. We're getting some people raising their hands so that we're going to hold that until we actually have 70 questions and answers. We're not ignoring you. We just want to get through this. We'll probably answer a few questions, and then at the end, so the people that do have their shopping and other things going on can go. But yeah, thank you guys. That's really great to share. There are some ways to move up and advance in our programs, but it's not from buying an award or buying recognition. We're the only one of our kind that you can come in from the beginning as a rising star even, and get your certificate and move forward in the program all the way to broker agent of the month. And another new thing this year is we have different categories, but there's things that you can buy, like being featured in the referral directory, marketing packages, different things like that. And a lot of those things that sponsors we have covering it. So we do everything we can to keep this legitimate, real, and that's because it is. And when you get involved and move forward through the process, you're going to see that, especially this year with a lot of changes we made. You got a lot of you came on the email for the 96 agents, brokers, people needed in each city or in each state. Well, that's going to be a combination of broker agent of the months like we've normally done, but the ones that we've added this season, and there's 3 broker agents of the month. Then we've got the team of the month, which is new, the brokerage of the month, which is new, coach, lender, and affiliate of the month, which are all new. So you've got a chance to come up and get and earn this recognition and these badges and press release and other things that we could put together for you at even without spending anything. So you get the recognition, you're able to move forward in the program. Those who want more, we'll have more for you. Our website to sign up for the program, it's up there at the top. I didn't want to jump to that too quick, but I know that's probably what some people are asking. So you would just go up here to certification. That'll bring you to a page where you can get in, provide us a little information to get things moving on. We have crystals, achievement crystals. Brad's got one. He'll set up there for you to take a look at. But
Yeah, this one was actually given to me through Chad and a sponsor. I think that was fantastic, and it's just something for the office. I've been doing real estate. I've been a full-time realtor for 29 years now, and I remember back in the very first few months of doing this, I would see Chad's magazines. He's been around since I have, and being involved with this now through this other program that I created here in Gainesville and Hall County, and offering it to every realtor in the country. And it's been a big blessing for the last 2 years. We were, our company did a lot of the interviews for agents that were trying to get certified into this. And so it's not just, you can't just get in and everybody's automatically approved. I mean, we do check you out and find out if
And
you
I
belong.
love
Hopefully
that
you do.
you mentioned sponsorships, because we're going to talk about that today, you guys. So stay tuned. We've got how much in sponsorships? 300,000.
yeah, we have 300,000 this year, and we'll get that. And that's a great reason for you guys to hang on. That
Yep, that's
not
coming
to,
down the pike. How you can qualify.
yeah.
Also
Now
want
that
to jump in, Chad, just for a second, because you got these new categories, which I think are important. One of them being the brokerage and the team of the month, which are new, I think. So on the brokerage side, because I'm a brokerage coach, I coach brokerages across the country. One of the things that brokerages are struggling with is recruiting, right? So recruiting and retention are always a big deal. This is, I think, a great way for a brokerage, if there's brokerage owners watching, is to get some recognition, and again, some third-party recognition about your company, about how you manage people, and the fact that you're doing something right because you're getting this award. So I think that's another new thing. And for team leaders are also recruiting as well. So I think
But you know what? So
Yeah.
Jim, I love that you say that, because Jim, not only does he coach the brokers, but also the teams. Can you imagine if you're a team leader and everyone on your team has got this on their website, on their signs, on their letterhead, on their cards, on everything? That's powerful.
Yeah.
To you, Chad.
Yeah, thank you, Jim. And hey, back to Jim also. I met Jim, like he said, 30 some years ago when we just got started. And a lot of the famous speakers and people you see out there, Tom Ferry wasn't even here. His dad was the man, right? Mike Ferry. And you've got so many other great names and people that I got to watch come up in the industry who are now running it. Um, there's no shortage of people we could look to work with. Jim, when I met him 30 years ago, he's the smartest guy in the room. 30, and this was in a room with just amazing people, right? So 30 years later now, imagine how smart he is, right? He's a big reason we have the team of the month, the brokerage of the month. As you move through our program, if you're on a team or on a brokerage, you're going to be talking to Jim, and just talking to him on your interview, you're going to probably learn some things. And I just can't say enough for him and the value that you're going to get from him, and everybody else equally as well. But we'll get back to some of that a little more later when we talk about the sponsors. Moving forward, that 96 in the email, that's a combination of 3 of these broker agents of the month: Rising Star, 5-star, 7-star. You don't even have to sell a home to become a Rising Star, and you're not going to move forward until you've had more than 2 years in the business. But that's to exemplify a point that it's not just about productivity. It's not just, you don't have to own a Maserati, you don't have to wear a suit every day to get into our program, to get recognized, to gain some value. There's much more to it, and that's why we have the interview process. That's why we talk to you. So
So
there's
just to
lots of ways.
clarify, yeah, just to clarify, once they've got their certificate of excellence and their badge, and they're in the referral directory, right? All complimentary, and then they can apply to be the top broker agent of the month or any of these categories. And to do that, they fill out the information on the form and then get on our
No,
calendar.
we actually move them. They don't have to do anything but keep an eye on our emails. They move through the process. We take them, hold their hand. As long as they're getting our emails, you're getting all the invitations, you're moving forward, you're going to get an opportunity for everything in this. If you just joined real estate last week, you're going to get an opportunity to move to the top. It may not be right away, it may be a while, but somebody's going to talk to you. So there's no there's no reason anybody shouldn't get into the program.
What point should they be jumping on our calendars for their interview?
We're gonna do the invites through email because we want to know. I've been thinking about this since we talked, and we need to drive them through the process so we get the right people in the right place. And after actually this week, maybe next week, we're gonna start getting some invitations out for people to get on the right calendars. If you're in a team or brokerage moving up in the program, you'll be going to talk with Jim, and pretty much everybody else will be coming to talk to Monica, and there's going to be a role Brad's going to play in this too. But we'll talk a little bit more than that once I wrap this up. Behind that, behind uh, our search referral directory is this graphic here that we put together a little bit. We didn't even start the referral directory till about 5 years ago, and we're averaging about 11,000 annual searches more now than we were the first year, of course, but we just took a number. We're not trying to impress with numbers. These are good quality people in our program that are in the referral directory that use it, people that are in our program that you're going to go to the referral directory to find, to refer business to. So I want to impress upon everybody here, when you have a referral, support the referral directory. And if you're going to be in it and part of it, it's expected that you're going to. You're not required. You don't have to. We don't want that. We want you to want to, but in order for everybody to succeed and be part of something, you need to use it. So when you get a referral, check it out in the referral directory. You'll know you'll be talking to somebody who's, moved along the process at least, a little bit, and you'll do a lot better. And they're accountable to us also, right? So it's not just somebody you meet; they're accountable to us through the program as well. I'll just kind of recap here of what's involved, and then I'll show you a couple more things, and I think we'll be done here in under 30 minutes. Well, 20, so pretty good. The things that are included when you sign up, which you can do at our website. You're going to get the free certificate of excellence. You're going to get the badges. All of this stuff is professionally designed. Like, you could spend $5, send it to your printer for $10, 15, I don't know, and have them make you just the most beautiful thing to hang on your wall you've ever seen. We put a lot of work and time and energy and money into it to keep the expense down, the shipping and the printing and all of that. So we gave you the tool, and we're there to help you put that together if you need it. The badges, they come in 5 different styles. You're going to get work on any kind of media. There's a white version, a black version, a colored version, a transparent version. You're going to get a press release. We have many people that submit those to their local newspapers and places like that that are just looking for new things to share. The next thing you know, they're showing up in their local paper, right? The larger papers and stuff like that, I haven't seen many of those, but the smaller local papers, they're always looking for these. And it's something people overlook. Hey, I need to be on social media. Hey, I need to, do some of the stuff that other people aren't doing, and maybe you'll stick out too. So then along with that, the referral directory. And again, on that referral directory, everything we're doing moving forward with our interviews and et cetera of our broker agents of the month all points back to the referral directory. So you're going to see that continue to grow. That's where you're going to want to be. Beyond the free programs that everybody gets regardless, so long as they're in good standing, no broker disagreement, we have extended opportunities to interview for Broker Agent of the Month. Our featured top 100 referral partner, that's part of that 96 per state that you're able to get into. And we have the new first in city, top 100 referral partner. That's what I showed you earlier. And that's only for one real estate professional and one lender per state. So once, or per city. So once the city's taken, that's it. It's not available anymore until they decide they don't want it, or something else changes. So we have sponsorship, coaching, incentives. We're going to see a lot more of these folks on the screen today in our programs this year. We're going to be bringing you as many things as we can that don't cost, that add value, that help promote you. Some things that will require pay, and they'll be worth every bit of it. You're going to
Thanks,
get access to our network. And as we expand as a referral partner, you're investing in us and our future. You're a real partner. And there's some fees involved with becoming one, which you can find through our marketplace. But when you take that city, we're going to do everything we can and use all our tools we can to help promote you in that city, maybe a little bit more than other areas where we don't have a partner.
If I could
So,
jump in here, Chad, just for a second. So as somebody that runs a big company, and I have for years, one of the things I see every day is people emailing throughout the company, I need an agent in Chicago, or I need an agent in Atlanta, or I need an agent in Florida, whatever. And, a lot of times you're going in blind trying to find agents. This will give you an opportunity to, as an agent, search for an agent in these markets that has gone through this program, has gone through the system, has been vetted somewhat. And so you can choose a good referral partner. But on the reverse of that, you want to be somebody that's receiving these referrals. You want to be somebody that's being selected for your market. And I think that's really undervalued in a lot of ways for realtors, because 40% in most markets, 40% of the business is relocation. And so if we're not in front of relocation, we could be missing, 5, 10, 20 transactions a year if we're not, involved in something like this. So I think what Chad's rolling out is really important here.
yeah, thank you, Jim. There's a lot of ways to go about things, and that's exactly what I was talking about earlier. Why we're so glad to have Jim with us. He's going to bring those insights and things for you that's going to make a big difference. Everything we do that kind of outside of our websites to help you make it easy to find. For example, we have a Facebook group with we've got 24,000 now, almost 25. But here's an example. We put 20,000. We understate what we do. We try to overdo. But you can get to that by going to brokeragentadvisor.com/Facebook. You can get to our YouTube, which is where we feature our broker agents of the month and others. You can get to that by going to and subscribe to that by going to, we have a few thousand in there. brokeragentadvisor.com/YouTube. You can qualify for our certificate. If you can't find our site at brokeragentadvisor.com, you can /qualify. So that's a good way to keep in mind ways to get around, and we'll be sharing some more of that later. But the broker agents of the month, here's some of the stories we've done. And back to we've done way more promotion of broker agents of the month who aren't in who don't have the sponsorship in the program than we have that do. But we're going to talk a little bit about the sponsorship of the program in just one moment. I just wanted to show a couple more things here. Here's that where to register to get started is at our website now, certification. And you just go in, you answer a few kind of standard things, you move forward, and next thing you know, you're into our directory, and people are finding you, and you're doing some more business. Our marketplace, I don't want to get into a whole lot of these things. You can email us. I don't want to spend a lot of time here, but our crystals, again, we provide these more as a courtesy for people to help decorate their offices and celebrate their awards. It's not a big profit center for us, but the price has actually gone up because we had to. We haven't raised the price for years. I think we were losing money, but what we're doing for the webinars, if you go in here to order one of these, use the coupon code webinar, and it's going to take $50 off of the price of any of these, and until they're gone. We actually don't. We've got one for everybody who's supposed to get one. They're going to be coming out soon. If you want one, get in there, use the code, coupon code webinar. We'll take $50 off. If you want to become a referral partner in the city or a regular standard referral partner, you're still featured at the top of the searches. Same thing. It's going to take $50 off. So you're only spending a few bucks for this one. If you want to get on with this today, if you get on with the standard top referral, it's not going to cost you anything. It's going to cover this completely. So if you're just looking to start somewhere, get into this one for free. You don't have to spend anything. The code's going to take it off, or get into one of the other programs, lock up your city, or grab you one of those crystals. So with that, I think we've just about covered anything. Can you guys think of anything we missed?
We covered enough about the sponsorships, or
Well, yeah, that's next. So anything else about the program you think we ought to share?
I think you did a good job.
yeah.
Oh, okay. So then let's move into the sponsors feature cover, because we have that right here. This is like more of a kind of a back end thing for the sponsors to use, and a way to show the value on our program. But if you become a broker agent of the month, we have this additional sponsorship packages available that we use to take care of the production of everything, and the extra promotions for you and things like that. You don't need to do this as broker agent of the month. You still move forward, get the badge and everything. But Brad was fairly involved with this, and maybe he'd like to share a little more on it.
Well, we were involved with the interview process. We would do some video interviews and do the publishing for the magazine cover and stuff like that. And it was a wonderful way. When I got mine, I shared it out on social media and websites and things like that, and had print copies here. And it was just a really nice way to at least break the ice with people and see that third party edification. And we certainly enjoyed it and enjoyed being part of it.
Thanks, Brad. The $300,000 in sponsorship that we have available this season is for 100 of these sponsored featured cover marketing packages. So when you're coming in and moving through the program, you're going to get the first chance at that sponsorship to get this just completely covered for you through a sponsor who we're also going to promote along with you. So that works for everybody. And you're looking at them right here. Brad Abernathy with his program at the Faces of. Brad started his program, the Faces of, which you can go to and talk more with them about by going to brokeragentadvisor.com/the Faces of to fill out an interview request, so they know who you're talking to. But get on there and learn more about their program.
I'll tell you too, anybody that wants, what I am is I'm a full-time realtor, and but most people here are full-time realtors, and we're all always struggling with how to get more business and how to be great and how to do this. And so what we did was something different here, and what I did can be recreated anywhere. And anybody that wants to email me at brad@thefacesof.com, I'll send you a copy of my book that I wrote, which is all just sort of outlines what we do and how we try to help people. And I'll give this to you for free. Anybody that wants one of those.
Oh, it's great. I read it too. It was one of the first things Brad sent when I started talking with him. And Brad has led his county in sales for the past 10 years. He hasn't spent a dime on any other marketing but his program. It's like, lightning in a bottle here, but it's something that applies to certain types of people. I think everybody could make it work. It takes a little work, but it works. And it helps you grow that referral base of yours and take over your community. Brad's done it. There's nobody in town who doesn't know Brad. Okay. You can do the same thing through his program.
power of those two together, Chad, your certificate of excellence, right? Your badge being one of the top referral partners, and doing the faces of those two together, that's more than lightning in a bottle, man. What a powerhouse you become.
And Brad's covering 100 of these sponsored featured cover marketing packages for those that want to work with him heading into the new season. So it's a huge win. Everybody gets everything, and that's a great place to start. You're going to get a chance to talk more with Monica and Jim. You're going to have to move forward through the program. They both have great coaching programs as well. They're both covering 100 sponsorships this season. Jim, can you tell us a little bit more about yours?
Yeah, so I do brokerage coaching for top brokers from around the country. But when I say top brokers, it's everybody from a startup, one agent, office, which is them, all the way to offices that have 500 agents. And my background of growing offices has helped a lot of people take their office from where they're at to where they want to be. So that's what I do. It's a specialization, it's a niche for me, and it's something I'm passionate about. So I'm excited to talk to team leaders and brokerage owners that want to grow.
Hey, and the other thing about with Jim, he talks to all of the best ones, right? So when you talk with Jim, when you meet with Jim, he's giving, he's going to help you. He's going to be there for you. And he's going to have the right answers almost all of the time. So you can count on that with him. Monica as well. She's covering. Thank you, Jim. Brad. Monica as well. She's covering. Monica's what really attracted me to Monica, and I think will you too. And if you haven't noticed it yet, is she's very personable and caring, and you just feel her love and commitment just by hearing her talk. So more than a coaching program with her, you have somebody who really cares, right? Who cares about you and your success and can be there on different levels. Monica has certifications in different types of psychology aspects of development and ways to tie those things in together to help bring you more success in business. So wherever you need the help, wherever you need the she's there. But she's also covering 100 of these for the season. And Monica, if you could please share a little bit more about your programs.
Well, thank you for that. That was so kind of you. So I've been coaching agents across the nation at all production levels for 16 years. And the one thing I found is that no one teaches us how to run a business like a business. And they don't teach us how to authentically be us. When I coach, whether I'm coaching individual agents or teams as a whole, it's not about shoving the square peg into the round hole, because that's not fun for anybody. And my motto is, if you're not having fun, you're not doing it right, right? So we teach you how to run your business like a business, make more money in less time with less stress. I also founded the Top Producer Academy. Level 1 was 90K in 90 days. But we've got a level 2 to that, which is 7 figures in 3 months. We got to figure out the name for that, because it's possible, right? And you've got to figure out what you're doing and do it. And then the certifications and the head stuff, most of whether you think you can or you can't, like Henry Ford said, if you don't think you can, you're right, you can't. We have to get out of our own way. And so, yeah, certifications, like a boatload of them, because I wanted to keep getting people to the next level. And I've worked for several different brokerages, nationwide ones, because of those. And I coach to the whole person, because what happens in your business affects your life. What happens in your life affects your business. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Yeah,
But
Brad.
you have to clean your desk before she'll coach you.
Yes.
I learned that the other day.
I need her at my house today. My desk is a disaster.
Right. Yeah.
So hey,
I
let's
took her introductory course. It was fantastic.
Let's get to these questions for those that want to stay, but can we please just how to learn more about each of you ahead of and outside of the program? The more you guys can learn about these guys, the more you're going to get along in the program, the more things you're going to find that you can put to use through us, the more things are going to click, they're going to make sense. We want you to go. We want you to learn about them. We want you to sign up for their newsletters. These are the people. This is your team. This is your real estate team. You already have a team. Great. Here's another one. we can help your team with this team. Starting with you, Brad, please, and then Jim, then Monica, and then Monica, if you could get into the questions, that'd be great.
Starting with me, what? What'd you say?
Where to learn more about your
Oh,
program?
yes. So, I did mine secretly. I did my program for my own business, and everybody was wanting to know what in the world I was doing. My business shot up 68% in the first year. My website traffic went from 500 a month to 4,000 a month in 6 months, and then it went on to 7,000-8,000 a month. It's about being visible and stuff like that. So then I decided not to be a secret, and I decided that what I was doing can help an agent in every single town in the country, and we created a business around it and helping other people do that. So, and you can learn more at thefacesof.com. Again, if you'll email me at brad@thefacesof.com, I'll make sure I send you a e-version of this book that I wrote that, if you don't get anything else out of today's webinar, you can have a free book with some ideas on how to do something in your own town.
And then you're ahead of that $3,000 sponsorship package as well. Oh, and on those sponsorships, it doesn't have to be limited to this group. We can work with your lender or office or anybody else on your team, or they need to be sponsored, and they need to be sponsored by somebody is the key. So we can help with that. And before we move to Jim and Coach Monica, the webinar special, probably the best thing you could look at is the combination of the annual referral partner, which includes the crystal, would probably be the best value for that in overall terms of getting involved in the program. That's going to save you $50 off today, and it'll save $50 off anything that you sign up for, except the crystals by themselves, because then we're losing money at the crystals. So we can't do that. We can give them away, break even, but we can't give them away. So anyway, sorry to interject. I just want to catch that. I saw some questions some people were asking about that. I wanted to cover it. Jim, a little bit more about your on-demand coaching.
Well, we have my website is erealestatecoach.com. Everybody can go there. We're right now kind of in the spirit of what Brad's doing. We do have a webinar for anybody that wants to attend. It's absolutely free. It's 2 hours of recruiting and retention strategies from the top recruiters from across the country. So it is really an intense, we call it Rockstar Recruiting. Love to have anybody who wants to come over and check it out. It's right at the top of the page, the homepage. You can click there and sign up for it. But what we have is a brokerage coaching platform, which gives our brokerage owners a chance to network with other brokerage owners from across the country. We meet twice a month for an hour with guided coaching. And then I'm also, for every brokerage that joins us, their entire agent body is also included in our coaching program. We've got a whole agent component to it as well. So they get live coaching 3 times a week and hundreds of downloads and marketing assets and social media assets to really help them blow their business up. So the people that are in it have done tremendously well, and we're proud of the program. So that's my little snippet there. Hope to see you over there.
Yeah, thanks, Jim. And Jim's got 100 of those sponsoring packages covered also for people that work with him this year. Thank you. Monica?
Awesome, you guys. So the new website we moved from, which is the old one is monicakcoaching.com, but if you go to topproducer.academy, it will take you to the Top Producer Academy website. So I do one-on-ones where I meet weekly with the top producers. You've got to be making over 150K annually. And the 90K program will get you there. That's why we decided to do that in group, so that people could make more. If you want to come on January 3rd, shoot me a text to the free class that Brad was talking about, how to make 90K every 90 days and beyond, because I have to rename the program because Bree made 310K in 90 days and Sandra made 224K in 90 days. So, and someone said to me, why are you shooting so low? And because people are not making that. And I'm telling you, friends, you can succeed in any market. You got to keep your eye on the prize and do the things you choose to do. So any way you want to connect with me, we got a ton of free resources. We give out 2 free things a month. So send me an email, which is right on the chat up there on my screen, Monica at monicakcoaching.com. And we'll connect. I would love to chat with you guys.
And that's Monica with a C. I would
Yes.
always put a K in there and it would never get to her. And so
Oh, by the
we
way,
need to think about that.
yeah, I do. Well, that's the German way. I've got a cup that has Monika, which is German. But if you've missed any of Chad's emails, go into your email and in the search, put Chad. And all of the emails from broker, agent, advisor are going to come up, right? So don't miss any. Make sure you're checking for Chad once a week because I know how our email
Actually,
boxes run amok.
actually what they should search for, because we send our bulk mail on a different bulk quality type. So that's what we have to do. They're not our personal emails. So you can find
Professional.
everything right now from, and most of it actually isn't from me, but that's okay. You didn't really know, but you search for at broker agent dot news and at broker agent dot mail. When you find those emails, save them in your address book, reply to them, do something, and it'll help get those through to you further. We have one of the largest audiences out there in real estate. I didn't get a chance to go over our email distribution that much, but that's okay. Keep an eye. We'll share some more in the emails, but we did an email last quarter to 1.5 million real estate professionals with a 20% open rate and a 4.5% click-through rate. That's just the beginning. That's just the beginning of ways we're going to be expanding and growing our audience and reach and tying that into yours through the recognition, through the referral program, and growing, even continuing to grow and continuing to be the best we can for everybody out there. So keep your eyes open on those emails. If you're not getting them, you're not moving forward. And we do a pretty good job. We do the best we can. I've been doing it for 30 years. I don't think there's many people doing it better. So appreciate you putting up with us and going through the extra steps. But once we get through and we're in with you, we're in. Brokeragent.email at brokeragent.news are the emails to search for. Well, we got the questions and answers. Monica, if you want to go through those and we'll wrap things up.
Sure. Yep.
I
So is there
appreciate
going
everybody
to
coming out.
be a
Appreciate
replay?
everybody coming out
Yeah.
and just keep an eye open on things. You're going to be getting your invitations. If you're in the certificate program, we haven't sent invitations out yet. We're getting ready to. So you want to make sure you're getting our emails, and we're going to send back those up with texts also for those of you that gave them to us. So you're going to be getting invited to move forward. You're going to be talking. We're going to get the right people, the best people approved. It's not based on what you earn. That's just a small part of it. And you don't need to pay anything. Nobody here is going to pressure you. There's no gimmicks, no sales. It's you're moving through. If you see something you like, get it. And that's the way we operate things here. So with that, thanks everybody for coming out, and you guys too. And Monica, if you'd like to cover those Q&As, whoever wants to stay around is welcome to.
Right on, let's do it. Thanks for coming, you guys, and happy holidays. So how are they getting a copy of the replay, Chad?
Oh, we should throw that survey up. Do you have that handy? Oh, that's all right. I would just go to the Q&A.
Yep, I don't even know how to get back to that. I think we have to make you host to do that. Anyway, so sorry about that. How do you handle agents in the same area? Is it one recognition per location, or will you advertise all the agents in the area? We covered that, but if you could summarize it again.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you,
Yep.
I was trying to look at these questions with you.
That
Were
was
you
for
asking
you,
me something?
our fearless leader. How do you handle agents who are in the same area? Is it one recognition per location, or will you advertise all the agents in that area?
Yeah, that you can become broker agent of the month and live in the same city. You can be in our referral directory and be in the same city. You can be featured in our referral directory and be in the same city and show up with a group of people in the city that are featured. There's only one featured in city top referral partner that would float up above all of the others. So that's based, the pricing for that's based on city population and size. And that's one of the things that they can sign up for and lock in that city and save $50 on today using the code webinar through our marketplace. And everything we do is cancelable. If you buy something or do something with us and we haven't delivered yet, or you decide you don't want it anymore, that's fine. We're done. So there's no commitments. You don't have to do it for a year or anything like that. But yeah, to answer your question, sure. There are people in the same markets. We try to spread things out. Like we're not going to feature 2 people in Dallas, Texas. We're going to spread them out as far as we can. So whoever's first, into the program gets to be first as well.
And who wants to take this one? Brad, you got something to say? Were you going to add to that? No? Okay. Can you get both the individual award, which I'm assuming they're talking about the, well, I don't want to assume. Can you get the individual award and the broker of the month award?
Which would be the individual, do you think they're asking
So I
about?
think what they're saying, now that I read
Oh,
that
yeah,
again.
you get them all the way up. So
Yep.
you get the 5-star, rising star, 7-star. That's your base designation certificate with us. And that's you. That's where you fit in our program. Then
Yeah.
everything else builds off that. So when you become broker agent of the month, you're a rising star broker agent of the month. You're a 5-star, you're a 7-star. That helps distinguish you in the community and with yourself, and doesn't get the eyebrows raised by your colleagues. So that's another part, because we go to so many people. The people in our program, it's like an honor system as well, because they're accountable to their peers, right? You're not going to come and try to trick us into a 7-star when you just got into business. It's just not going to happen. But not that that would do you any good either. You want to be recognized where you're at. People know, hey, she just got into real estate, rising star. Yeah, that makes sense. The brokers, team leaders out there, everybody in your program should have one of these. And because we're going to have tools and more tools, and some free and some not, to help you brand your image, to use some of these tools in multimedia ways, on the internet, off the internet. And you're going to see a lot of that coming up. So
I think
maybe a
what they
little
may
more than you asked.
also, I think that they've also, another way to look at this question could be, I'm not sure. So if someone is a broker, could they apply for the individual agent of the month? And could they also apply for the broker of the month?
It
I
would
don't know if
be,
that's what they mean, but
it would be one. So they would decide, okay, do I want to use this for me or for my brokerage, or for me or for my team? You can
gotcha.
do it either way, but just one.
Perfect.
That makes sense. It's going to be what you want to do anyway. It's going to make sense what we do.
Yep. Kara's asking, how do we get the city listing? And that's really going through the process, right? Certificate of excellence, the badges, the referral partner. And
Yeah,
then,
you can go into the marketplace and reserve your city right now with that $50 off coupon code webinar. Then if you're not qualified and approved yet, that's okay. You're holding your city, you're locking it up. You're going to get the first chance at it. We'll move you through the process. You'll actually move through quicker, because we want to talk with you sooner, make sure it's a fit, so that we can release that city if not.
yeah. And if it's not a fit, we're going to give them their money back, right?
Oh, yeah, always.
Yeah. And then, so what Kara's asking, how do we get the city listing? You can reserve it now and then she'll get an email, right?
Yeah, we'll take care of. We're not going to not get in touch with you, but you just go to our marketplace, pull up first in city, look at the schedule. If your city is under 50,000, it's one rate. You take the $50 off that, it's 20-30 bucks or something like that to get started. Then it goes up. The bigger
20 or
cities,
30
they
bucks.
cost more.
Crazy.
Yeah, I mean,
That's awesome.
we're trying to, give, right? So
Yes, yeah.
yeah.
That's giving for sure.
I will say we're at the top of the hour. We're probably gonna be losing some people. We just lost Jim. I just want to tell
Yep, we
everybody
lost
Merry Christmas and Happy
one of our
holidays.
hosts.
And
Let's do
you
one
know,
more question. Can you nominate somebody? That's our final question.
yes.
Yes.
Hey,
Yep.
Brad, happy holidays to you too, and thank you. I mean, it's great to have you in this program. And you know, next to Monica, you're probably the most awesome thing we have going. So thank you.
I agree.
Everybody's gonna love you, and it's gonna be
Go home and clean your desk and get some rest, friend.
Yes.
all right.
I've already cleaned it. It just got cluttered again, but I cleaned it.
All right. So end of day wrap up. Clean it again. Do it again.
Right.
We still have
Blessings,
more questions,
everybody.
Monica?
There's probably a few more, but it is the top of the hour and they're dropping like flies. Should we keep going
Well,
or?
that's okay because we're gonna do a replay. We still have over 100 here wanting to hear more. So
All right. Can you qualify for the magazine cover without being a sponsor?
yeah, number one, it's not a magazine cover, it's a feature cover. So it
You say that
represents the
it's not
magazines.
printed,
It,
right?
it
But they get
represents
this
the magazines
digital.
we used to do. The story is done by video. It's published electronically. We do a lot of different things. But yeah, you can go into the marketplace and reserve that for the 2,700 and that'll hold your spot. It'll get you to the front of the list. And then from there, we'll figure things out. We're gonna want to try to find you some sponsorship somewhere along the
Right.
way. So that'll get you
Yeah.
in.
So it is
That'll
possible
get
then.
you. It'll get you moved up to the front, right? Because
Yeah.
you're serious, and so are we. So and we don't want to hold the spots too. So you really get extra effort now when you do it that way. And I didn't really. I'm glad somebody asked because I didn't want to present that in a way that wouldn't be viewed correctly. But yeah, you can go in there and reserve that sponsorship. It locks you up. It moves you to the front of the list
Right. And they say,
in the
can they do it
marketplace.
without being a sponsor? They could get a sponsorship, correct?
We'll find a way to make it happen with them for sure if they meet all the
Okay.
other criteria and get selected.
Will you be emailing the discount code or just use webinar as the code?
Webinar, lowercase.
Yep. Can you please send us the link to sign up for the free referral program? It's in your email already, right? And go to brokerage
Yes,
agent advisor /qualify.
right. Or go to our new website. They can get it there. But here's the thing: try to find that email at search for at brokeragent.news and at brokeragent.email. Try to find those because when you click through to those, it's going to have a lot of your information pre-filled. So
Yep.
you'll go to a form, it'll pull your name and everything else will be in there, right? But if you go to our website, then you have to put everything over in. And then, so either way, but it's important to get those emails because it doesn't matter. If you're signing up at our website and not getting our emails, you're still not going to get our emails.
Yeah. If nominated for the magazine, do you split the cost with the sponsor?
Yeah, like I said, we'll work it out. We'll figure it out. Getting you qualified and approved is the not a challenge, but that's where the work is. The money part of it, sharing sponsorship, 50% sponsorship. There's all kinds of things. If you want to get if you want to lock up a spot, get in there, reserve that sponsor. It'll even take $50 off of there too. I believe everything's $50 except the crystals themselves, but that'll lock you up. That'll get you moving forward on the fast track. We'll get things figured out from there.
Monica is a great coach and friend. Thank you. That's funny. Thank you, Gary. We already answered that. I'm trying to sign up, but she's confused. Maybe I can speak with someone after this. I'll take a picture of that and we can reach out to them. Ramona said Monica won't coach me. My desk is not clean. There's another one. She is the same person wants help. Would you recommend to place badges in the background social media platforms? That's where we're going to do the survey, right? We recommend that you put it everywhere, and we're thinking about teaching a class how to employ a system to get the max exposure out of that. So Yeah, I would put it everywhere is my answer. What do you think, Chad?
Yeah, that's the idea behind the course. It's something we can create. Um, and maybe it'll be something we can do for free. Maybe we need to charge a few bucks to cover some things. I don't know. But yeah, it's definitely a next step. And having
Okay.
this great team of people with us is going to allow us to do a lot more than anybody can on their own. So
Yeah. Wayne was having trouble logging in, so we'll reach out back to you, Wayne. When you use the discount code, is that for the entire year or just the first month?
that's just off of what's in your cart for today.
All right, gotcha. Stephen asked if I was Monica Reynolds from Mike Ferry. No, but I worked with Monica Reynolds. Chad, please repeat your info too. So that's in the email. Look for broker agent advisor. Someone said, I believe I'm in the certificate program as well. As I received all the badges. Is this correct? Yes. I would say yes. If they got the badges, they got the certificate of excellence, your press release, and it should all be in there.
Now let
Uh,
me mention something here, Monica, real quick. We send like a lot of notices. Anything important, we're sending like 3, sometimes 4 emails spread out, but like with reminders because we just want to make sure you're getting your stuff. And we will get people on the final reminder 4 emails later. Hey, thanks for reminding me. Then we'll get people that say, why do you keep emailing me? Well, because there's going to come a day when you don't get an important email and you'll be glad we did. So appreciate those for putting up with the emails and the text. Know that we're not trying to be pushy. We're just trying to make sure you get what you have coming.
it's important because you had to hound me down. Right? I kept getting them. I'm like, I'll get to that. And I can tell you, everybody in real estate is the same. I'll get to that, right? And it's a great reminder. So, all right, what is the premium partner dash annual include besides the crystal?
Well, let me go there. I mean, I know all of this, but which one are they asking for?
Premium partner dash annual.
With the crystal. Okay. That's
Yeah,
the annual.
what does the premium partner dash annual include
Okay, when you
besides
go
the
to the
crystal?
when you go to the marketplace, you'll want to scroll down
Can you share
to
your
get,
page?
yeah, I can. I actually have it up here, so it should work out pretty good. So anything in our marketplace, can you see me? You want
Yep.
to scroll down for the descriptions and details. So this certified referral partner in the marketplace, this gives you a breakdown of everything. And it starts out with our free program. This is everything you get that is free, doesn't cost anything, get you in and get you going. Plus the press release. The enhanced referral partner gets you everything in the general referral partnership, plus featured directory listing, a review to get you approved for the top 100, new certificates and badges with the top 100s, and you get refundable if you don't qualify, cancel. You're not paying for the recognition, you're really paying for the being featured in the referral directory. The premium referral, which is which I mentioned was the best value, probably, which you get $50 off for using the code webinar. You get all of that plus the crystal and the broker agent of the month screening, everything. We gonna get on it right away. The new one for your city, that's gonna click and take you to a different screen, which those interested can go and look a little bit more about that. But that's going to be one real estate sales and one lender per city. Immediate review for everything else, sponsorship, priority, coaching, incentives, inside network, expansion, access. This is where you really be getting involved in everything we have. Like when somebody says, "Hey, Chad, do you know who can I do business with in Denver, Colorado?" That's the person I'm connecting them with, right? So this has different options. The first in city referral partner, based on the city size, you would select which one. It goes all the way up. Like you could get New York right now for eight, what is it, 879, or a major city like Phoenix for 579. Most of them under 50,000. Wherever you live, there's a smaller town. There's something under 50,000 if you want to just get started to get featured and focus on that area, or you can get into the bigger, more broader areas. And there's a breakdown here of our distribution I was talking about earlier. What's going to drive those referrals? What's going to bring that referral business to you? Like I said, these are the people using our referral directory. These aren't just people. We don't even advertise or promote anywhere. We don't have Facebook ads. I'm not saying we won't. We don't have search engine ads. We don't have Google ads. Everything we do is organic. This is all from what we do and promote within our own program to our own people here. Here's the breakdown of the different cities. There's 800 of them over 50,000. You can look them up with the U.S. Census Bureau, check them. As long as you're close, that's fine. But
Speaking
again,
of
you
cities,
yeah, and
there's
you can
another
get going
question.
with just about any city near to you for that, or get one of the bigger cities locked up, and then invest. Now you're investing with us in a way, right? That we're going to continue to bring value there, and that's going to be worth even more down the road.
Stephen had asked if I search a large close by city with a distant search and get no results. I don't know what he's searching on. Even if I would be included in the search parameters, am I doing something wrong? So I think he's saying he should be in the search parameters. He's searching and he's not finding any results.
We have the he might want to email me that so we can check it out for him. You can just email contact at anything, contact at brokerageantadvisor.com, brokeragent.email. Attention Chad, I'll get it. I'll look into it, but we have the settings to search within a certain mile of the search. So we're playing with that a little bit. It's a little, maybe one of those settings is the reason he's not coming up. But if he'll email me the details in his listing, attention Chad, we'll look into it and see what's going on. There could be a glitch somewhere. I don't know, but we'll get it figured out. We look at every email and answer probably 99% of them, just even the ones that don't. So yeah, shoot that information to us. We'll take a look at it.
Casey's on here. I took a picture of it and I'll send it to you. That's it. That's a wrap, folks.
All right. Well, thank you guys. Let me get a screenshot of us before we go, and for your Christmas cards, if you guys can all smile one time. Perfect. That looks
Awesome.
great. All right. Thanks, guys. Look forward
Happy
to a great
holidays.
year.
Many blessings. Go out there, be awesome.
Yeah, enjoy Mexico, Monica.
Yeah,
Thank
fun.
you.
Go to Sayulita.
Shut the computer off now and I'm going to bed.
All right, fun.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.